So you want to make your hair grow faster. You want your hair to grow longer, and you're trying to figure out ways you can do that. Well, I got one method that I can guarantee that most of you have never heard of, never tried, or never tried consistently. And that one thing is protein. And it's probably not the protein that y'all big backs is thinking about. Although I will say having enough protein in your diet will contribute to your hair growth, I'm talking about using protein in a completely different way. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, I've had waves, small afro, big afro, braids, cornrows, twists, and locks. And I even grew a beard from scratch. And all along my hair journey, I done a lot of smart stuff and a lot of dumb stuff. And I talk about it all right here on this channel. So ladies, gentlemen, if you wanna know anything about hair, subscribe and I got you. You are now watching King Bril. Y'all ever heard of something called a protein treatment? Probably have. You probably tried some before, but you ain't really know what it was for and you ain't really know what it was doing. So you don't know if it worked or not. Well, let me tell you, man, protein treatments are one of the most underrated, the most slept on products that can change your hair's trajectory and strengthen your overall hair, especially for people who've dyed their hair, perm their hair, straighten their hair, or for somebody who's been growing their hair out for a while and not really taking care of it, you know, neglecting it, and they want to do a complete 360 with their hair journey, or a complete 180 with their hair journey. Think of a protein treatment like city workers. You know, the ones that stop traffic on the main road so that they can fill up all the potholes in the city? That's what a protein treatment does. It fills the gaps, the cracks, and all the damaged places in your hair so that your hair can be stronger. It literally repairs your hair from the inside out. But hold on, pump your brakes. Before you run to Amazon and put that protein treatment in your shopping cart, understand it's not all good when it comes to protein in your hair. You see, while protein could be just what your hair needs to grow at the next level, it can also be the reason why your hair takes a huge step back. I'm talking, your hair could be drier, it could be more easily damaged, it could lose all the shine, look super dry, super dull, super nasty, super crunchy. It might even make your hair fall out. Alright, that last one is cap. It might not actually make your hair fall out, but your hair still could have some very adverse effects due to the extra protein that you're providing it. And if your hair does have those adverse effects to all that extra protein, that means you, like me, are protein sensitive, as we call it. Protein sensitive meaning that anytime your hair comes across this massive amounts of protein, it's gonna show out. It's gonna throw a temper tantrum like a 2-year-old in a grocery store begging for Twizzlers. I bet y'all can't say that 3 times fast. Temper tantrum, go to Twizzlers. Temper tantrum, 2-year-old throwing temper tantrums for the Twizzlers. 2-year-old throwing temper tantrums for Twizzlers. 2-year-old throwing temper tantrums for Twizzlers. And what research has found is that most people who are protein sensitive also have what I like to call low porosity hair. And if it sounds familiar, great. If it doesn't sound familiar, that's cool too. I'll link a video at the end of this video that explains everything about porosity, low porosity, high porosity, and how to know what porosity you have. But for right now, I'm gonna keep it simple. When you have low porosity, your hair has very small sections, very small openings, almost like blinds on a window, if you will. You have very small openings that only allow particles of a certain size to get inside your hair. So when you have a small opening versus big bag protein, it's a clashing. It can't go inside your hair. So it can't actually do any of the good that you intended for it to do. So now what happens? Nothing happens. Protein literally lays there on the top of your hair shaft doing absolutely nothing. Now your hair can't pull extra oxygen and extra hydrogen from the air. Hydrogen, oxygen, hydration, moisture, yeah, it's all water. Your hair can't get water inside your hair with protein blocking the way. And now your hair's looking dry, it's looking brittle, it's looking unkept. Like, we all have seen somebody, and this is no shade, but we've all seen somebody who look like they ain't touched water in a couple days. You don't want to look like that, but that's what you look like when your hair is protein sensitive and you give it a mass amount of protein. So if you're not low porosity, I think you should use this protein treatment probably once every quarter. That's once every 3 months. But if you are low porosity like me, I have a great alternative for you to still get your protein, but not get super overloaded with protein so that your hair is dry. So drum roll please. The magic ingredient, the magic protein that will work for you even if your hair is low porosity is hydrolyzed protein. And I know it sounds fancy, but it's really not. All it is protein that's been broken down to smaller molecules than normal. And you can trust and believe, I've been doing my research, I've been Googling, I've been ChatGPTing as much as I can, trying to find conditioners or protein treatments that have hydrolyzed protein in them. The only recommendation that I saw was, boom, the Miele's Babusu Mint Deep Conditioner. When I looked at the ingredients, I didn't actually see hydrolyzed protein in it, But Miel's has fire products anyway, and I suggest you using a deep condition.
Ah man, y'all, I just found another product that has a good source of hydrolyzed protein in it. It's the TGIN protein treatment, the Miracle Repair X, whatever that is. Here's the picture of it. I found it after I finished editing this video. So yeah, I haven't personally tried it, but I looked at the ingredients list. It looks fire, and a lot of other people swear by it. So yeah.
But the one product I can rely on to give me hydrolyzed protein, Rich Royals, the Royal Hydration Treatment. Now this has hydrolyzed protein in it, specifically hydrolyzed oat protein in it. Now this is my favorite. This is what I use on my hair. But for you, what I need you to focus on is searching the web for products that have hydrolyzed blank protein on the ingredients list. It could be hydrolyzed silk protein, hydrolyzed wheat protein, hydrolyzed soy protein, some type of hydrolyzed protein. And because this is a community full with people, some with a lot of hair experience, some with very little, any experience you get or any research you do, any information you get, come back and drop it down in the comments so that we can share and we can all learn together. But if you don't want to do no research, make sure you check out that Royal Hydration Treatment over at Rich Royals. Oh yeah, and if you head over to the site, make sure you use this code PROTEIN to get yourself a big fat 20% off discount. And with that being said, leave all questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment, and especially your experience. Peace.